Hello, friends. I hope you had a great week. Well, today let's talk about the concept of rhythm in North Indian music, which is a little bit different from the Western music. Rhythm is called Taal. The word is derived from Taal, a Sanskrit word which means being established. In music, in Indian music, similar to Western music, the metric structure repeats after a fixed number of beats. However, Taal have certain qualitative features which Western music meters do not. One example is the length of Taal. A Taal can be as short as 2 beats or as long as, just imagine, maybe 128 beats. These are the repeating patterns. Each Taal has subunits called Bhag, Vibhag, Khanda, or in English, parts. First beat of each part can get more accent than the other beats. There is a beat that is called empty or khali. A full cycle of beat is called avartan. Taal, by the way, is an open framework for creativity. This allows a musician to freely create or roam around within its framework. To understand this concept better, let us take a pattern of Taal very common in classical music called Teen Taal. Teen Taal is a 16-beat cycle that is divided into 4 vibhag or parts or bars. Each bar contains 4 beats. The first beat of every Taal, as we learned before, is called Sam. So in Teen Taal, the first beat is Sam. The 5th beat is accented, but not as much as the first beat or Sam. Both beats get a clap, but 5th beat is not as much accented as the first beat again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 9th beat is called khali, empty, and it's shown by a wave, open. 13th beat gets another clap. So the 1st, 5th, and 13th beat get clap in this Taal, and that is why it is called 3 Taal. That means Teen Taal. I'll recite this Taal maybe about 3 times. Please note that the first beat gets more accent than the other first beat of each vibhag. Let me recite this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1. Do you notice the first beat gets more accent than any other claps? Now let's recite the tabla syllables, or as we call it, bol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Da din din da da din din da da din din da da din din da da. As I say, this pattern or syllables are known as bol. The whole pattern is known as teka. If you have attended any Indian classical music concert, you may have noticed that the tabla player does not play the same bowl over and over. They improvise, and that is what makes the whole performance very interesting. Listen to tabla solo if you get a chance, in Teen Taal especially, by maestros like Zakir Hussain, Anindo Chakraborty, Swapan Chaudhary, Vijay Ghate, and you will see how well they improvise. For today, just as an introduction to Teen Taal, I'm going to sing a traditional song called Lalita Lavanga Malayanila. This song is the translation of Sanskrit song in Gujarati. I learned this song as a child in my middle school. The song is about Radha, who is in love with Lord Krishna. The original Sanskrit words were composed by 12th century poet and musician Jayanti for his Geet Govindam. Many singers have sung Geet Govindam, and I have included links below by famous South Indian singer Mr. M. Balamuralikrishna. His rendition of the same song is very different from mine. Please listen to all possible versions. You'll find something new in each version.
खनन नचवे गाननवल कोयल ललकारे मधुकर बीन बजावे ललित लवंग लता मलयानिल नरति खनन नचवे गाननवल कोयल ललकारे मधुकर बीन बजावे ऊपर घुमड़ी तमालनी ऊपर घुमड़ी तमालनी परिमल मृग मद महकावे पाग पराग उड़ावे ललित लवंग लता मलयानिल नरति खनन नचवे गाननवल कोयल ललकारे मधुकर बीन बजावे नटवर मद भर बर ऋतुराजे नटवर मद भर बर ऋतुराजे नटवर नटवर मद भर बर ऋतुराजे खेले रेली रति ऋतु अलमेली संग आजे ललित लवंग लता मलयानिल नरति थननन नचवे गान नवल कोयल ललकारे मधुकर बीन बजावे ललित लवंग लतामलयानिल नरति थननन नचवे गान नवल कोयल ललकारे मधुकर बीन बजावे मधुकर बीन बजावे मधुकर बीन बजावे.
For today's listening assignment, I have picked some music that is not mainstream. First one will be a Marathi Lavani with a classical Bandish. A very creative piece of music by young musicians from India. Number two, I have Rabindra songs in Bengali with Indian classical Bandishes by Kaushiki, Chakraborty and Jayanti. Very beautiful piece. A Tappa gayaki, very old style of gayaki by Girija Devi. Next, a Gujarati song. Beautiful rendition of very famous Gujarati song Garaj Garaj Baraso by Riya Shah. Number 5, I have an Odissi cult song Jeevan Patra, rendition by young talented artists Sniti Mishra. And the last one, I have a beautiful rendition of Dadra Mose Bharwaye Gagariya, a typical folk from Uttar Pradesh performed in a classical way by Kaushiki Chakraborty again. Please enjoy this week. Listen to different kinds of music. Appreciate it. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.